50% if they did so well. But at the moment, we are headed towards 70%. And our plan, Your Excellency, is that in the next 3 months, we should be at 80%, headed to 100% in the next 6 months. And Your Excellency, we are supporting local manufacturing. Many people think that it's a joke, but they were able to showcase. And we have many, many manufacturers who have products here. And since we are deliberate, Your Excellency, the last tender that was put out by KEMSA, worth 5 billion, 2.5 billion, was ring-fenced for local manufacturers. That is how intentional we are. So we are moving very well on that pillar. Your Excellency, our second pillar, which we started discussion last week and shall be progressing through this week, is on our human resource for health. You know, you can have all the equipment, you can have a perfect building, but if you don't have a health worker, it doesn't work. So we shall also be discussing how best do we have a motivated health workers and how do we manage them. We shall also be discussing the whole life cycle of a health worker, starting from production. And that corner there, Your Excellency, is one of our production units for health workers, Kenya Medical Training College. We are discussing how they move from there up to the time they work and up to the time.
Now, the demolition of houses and structures in the controversial land said to belong to the East African Portland Cement Company has entered day 4 with the affected families mulling court action. Some of the most affected include school-going children after a section of schools were demolished. One such school is the Tendawema School, which was reportedly built by refugees from the Democratic Republic of Congo, DRC, as a sign of their gratitude for the shelter they were granted because of by-then chaos in their country. Bishop Innocent Mugwaneza is now asking the government to intervene on the matter because the residents are now left with nowhere to go, considering the anticipated El Niño rains.
Kama shule ya Tendawema tumeadhirika sana. Ni wakati wa mvua, tulikuwa tunajitayarisha kufanya mtihani wa mwisho wa muhula, lakini hatungeweza kufanya kwa tukio ambazo zimepata kutupata.
So ningeomba hata kama president angetupea like 1 year tukae hapa tukijipanga kutoka, kwa sababu hata sasa hatuna hela, chakula ni shida, tunajua tu venye uchumi iko.
Tunaomba serikali iweze kuangalia maslahi ya hawa watu, haswa wakimbizi ambao wamekimbia kwao, sasa wako hapa tena, hawana mahali pengine pa kwenda, wengine ni wazee, wengine wameshikwa na depression. Hii shule tumeijenga kama community ya wakimbizi tukisaidiwa na UN, ndio tuweze kusema asante kwa serikali ambayo imetupa hifadhi. Kweli hatuko kwetu, lakini bado hapa Kenya tumeona ni kwetu, tukasema hata na sisi tuseme shukurani. Tumejenga shule hii kubwa ambayo inasaidia community kubwa sana, Kajiado hata na Machakos.
174 students from Amabuko Secondary School in Kisii County have been hospitalized of a suspected food poisoning case. According to the school principal, Rawlings Juma, 23 students have been attended to at Keroka Sub-County Hospital, 76 admitted at Gucha Maternity Hospital, 55 at St. Catherine Ichuni Mission Hospital, with 20 of those in critical condition rushed to Kisii Teaching and Referral Hospital. The affected students complained of stomach aches, vomiting and diarrhea.
Experts who are here, the personnel from the Ministry of Health, we are sure that all is well.
This morning we received information that one of my schools had a challenge whereby students were complaining of stomachache and some were diarrheaing. So we've just came to see how the situation is, but I'm happy that our medical team moved in so swiftly and they have contained actually the situation. Some of the students have already received medication and they are back to school and they are on with learning. A few of them are still admitted, but for me again we are moving around to see and check on their status, and at the same time to see how they are being attended in the various facilities where they were rushed. Some are at Gucha Hospital in Keroka. We have Keroka General Hospital. We have some at St. Catherine Ichuni Mission, and a few have also been taken to Gesusu Sub-County Hospital. Actually, I want to assure the parents and the school stakeholders that there is no cause for alarm, because it was actually a small pump like the ones we receive in normal days, whereby maybe you may take something and you find that it has not settled well in your stomach. So we have got no any serious student who has been taken ill. They are just minor complaints here and there, and the situation is actually so calm, and the students are okay. And we have just had a session with the parents and the teachers and the students, and actually they are now back to class to learn as we proceed to see that those who are still complaining of some pains in the stomach, that they also receive medical attention.
To the Shakahola probe, and the Senate Ad Hoc Committee on Shakahola has set up camp at Pastor Ezekiel Odero's megachurch in Mavueni, Kilifi County, to verify testimonies. The committee is investigating allegations linking the flamboyant televangelist to embattled preacher Paul Mackenzie, who is being investigated over the Shakahola mass killings. The committee, led by its chairperson, Tana River Senator Danson Mungatana, is today in Mavueni to inspect the church following Pastor Ezekiel's testimony on Friday last week.
Tumekuja, tumeambiwa kuna mochari, twende tukaangalie hiyo mochari. Kuna makaburi, twende tukaangalie makaburi. Tunataka kujua uhusiano na huyu ambaye tunamshuku ni namna gani. Na tumeona hapa hata restaurant. Kwa hivyo mambo yale mengine tulikuwa tuambia watu waombe paka wafe hayapo hapa, unaona. Lakini sisi tunaandika vile tunaona. Yeye si mshukiwa katika hii issue. Kamati yetu tunachukua ushahidi, na yeyote ambaye ametajwa wanakuwa persons of interest.
Wakati ambapo kamati ambayo imeteuliwa na serikali inaweza ikafika huku na ikajue ukweli ulioko hapa ndani, sababu tangu mwanzo wakati ule mpaka sasa hakukuja kamati yoyote ambayo inaweza kusema hii tumeambiwa inakaaje, tupeleke hapa, ili uamuzi wote ambao utakuja kufanyika ni uamuzi ambao umefanyika baada ya waliochunguza kuona. Yote ambayo wameangalia na wamechunguza watayaweka wazi kwa nchi nzima, kwa raia nzima, kwa raia wote, kila mmoja akaweze kujua ukweli.
Let's take you to Beijing, where President William Ruto has urged Chinese investors to exploit existing opportunities in Kenya in the fields of energy, water and housing. He said Kenya will support foreign investors who can engage in the value addition of the country's abundant raw materials, especially in the energy, water and housing sectors. He made the remarks on Monday when he made an extensive tour of China's Engineering Corporation Limited in Beijing, China. The company deals with energy integration solutions, construction and contracting, equipment and manufacturing, integrating ecosystem restoration and urban development operations. During the tour, President Ruto witnessed the signing of a memorandum of understanding, that is an MOU, between the Ministry of Energy and Petroleum and Energy China. The MOU entails optimizing flexibility and reliability of the electrical power system, that is planning, designing, transformation and modernization of power generation, transmission lines, distribution lines and substations.
We continue to look for opportunities to even the trade between our two countries by exploring possibilities of exports from Kenya. I'm very happy that you have technologies that can work with us to leverage on our renewable energy assets, both in geothermal. We have between 10 and 20 gigawatts of geothermal energy potential. I would want to persuade you and your company to look at the possibilities of working with us as the government of Kenya to unlock the opportunities for this energy as part of enhancing the energy pool in not just Kenya, but in our region.
2021, China-Kenya's bilateral trade volume was $6.96 billion, up 25.2% year-on-year, and Chinese exports was $6.7 billion, up 24.5 billion year-on-year, and imports was nearly $230 million, up 50.5% year-on-year. So that means that our economic cooperation has been very sound as well.
Away from China, back into the country, and a section of Kenya Kwanza leaders have refuted claims that there will be an audit of 2022 general election results. Speaking at St. Francis Xavier Catholic Church in Siakago in Bere North, Embu County, the leaders said Kenyans are busy working and not bothered with the politics for now. The leaders observed that the opposition leaders should allow the government to address on more pressing issues that are affecting Kenyans, like the high cost of living. Kiharu Member of Parliament Ndindi Nyoro faulted the opposition dialogue team for failing to present ideas on how to handle the cost of living while dwelling on political issues that do not help the common mwananchi.
Juzi nasoma katika magazeti maneno ambayo haiko, kwa sababu mwenye anaongoza hiyo mazungumzo iko Nairobi ni sesi na ako hapa. Wale wengine wanaambia watu ya gazeti ati waandike ati tunarudia ile kura ati kuhesabu tena ya rais wetu ati audit. I want to make it very clear to Kenyans. There is actually no audit of last year's election. The people of Kenya are already done with the elections. The only time they are raised is for work. Na pia niwaeleze wale mlituambia mnaitisha mazungumzo ati muongee maneno ya cost of living. Vile tunaona sasa, kumbe wale wa upinzani wanapotezea sisi wakati, kwa sababu katika ile sijasikia hata mmoja katika hiyo mazungumzo anasema cost of living. Maneno ni viti, maneno ni uongozi. I want to also make it very clear. Sisi kama Kenya Kwanza, hakuna siku hata moja hata waongee hiyo mazungumzo namna gani. Na mimi nafurahi sasa kiwa hapo maneno iko sawa. Wajue hivi, hiyo mazungumzo iende juu, iende chini, iende kulia, iende kushoto. Hakutakuwa na salamu za handshake Kenya.
Now, Azimio la Umoja Party leader Raila Odinga has dismissed reports that he has endorsed his ally and Wiper Party leader Kalonzo Musyoka to run for presidency in the 2027 general elections. Through an official statement, Odinga retracted sentiments he had put across on Sunday afternoon during the 80th birthday celebrations of his brother Oburu Odinga in Siaya County, where he expressed his gratitude to Kalonzo for his support over the years in their political journey. According to Odinga, the 2027 general elections are far from being conducted, thus it is too early for parties to select their presidential candidate. Raila further stated that his sentiments at the celebrations in Siaya depicted his belief in Kalonzo to triumph over President William Ruto in the case an election was held and the two came up against each other. Now, Prime Cabinet Secretary and Cabinet Secretary for Foreign and Diaspora Affairs Musalia Mudavadi has landed in South Sudan and was received by Ambassador Major General Samuel Nandwa and Minister of Presidential Affairs Benjamin Marial Barnaba, among other leaders. The Prime CS is scheduled to meet with Salva Kiir Mayardit, the President of the Republic of South Sudan, and convey a special message from President William Ruto. Now, Western Region Radio 47 fans will be able to meet their favorite presenters in person from tomorrow, as the Cape Media Caravan will make its first stop being in Kakamega. The fans will have a chance not only to interact with famous presenters, but also win mega prizes, which include Radio 47 merchandise.
Hafla kwa hivi sasa kuja kuangalia ni hafla ya kuanzisha msafara rasmi wa Radio 47. Hapa ndipo kutoka Nairobi kuelekea upande wa Kakamega. Radio 47 Radio 47 Kwa hivyo wakazi wa Kakamega tungojeni, ndio tunaanza kwa hivi sasa.
Kwa Kiluya. Ulano yani bwana kurula Kakamega yani kuisanga, yani kuruka hivyo.
Yani shenyu ni shenu, anamaanisha kwamba yenu ni yenu. Yenu ni yenu. So Kakamega tunaipiga kesho, itakuwa ni siku ya Tuesday. Alafu Kisumu City mtatungojea, tutakuwa siku ya Wednesday. Na kwa watu ambao wanatazamia mambo ya spoti, mikiki ya spoti, tuko hewani kila siku kuanzia leo hadi siku ya Jumamosi. Niko na mzee mwenyewe hapa, anaitwa Ali Hassan Kaoleni. Amope! Karibia, Amope! Amope! Njoo, amen, oh amen, amen. Amope!
Wamekuwa wakiuliza siku zote Amope amejificha wapi. Kumbe leo hii Radio 47 imemtoa Amope, Amope anakwenda nyumbani. Kumbe Amope ni daktari Ufeneke.
Tutarajie mbwembwe kali, tutarajie burudani kamili kutoka kwa watangazaji wetu na warembo walio nyuma yangu na wengine wengi. Tukitamba na kutaratamba Kakamega, tutakwenda Bungoma, tutakwenda Kisumu, tutakwenda Kisii na maeneo mengine. Kwa hivyo tunasema kwamba hapa ndipo.
Hapa ndipo.
Radio 47.
Radio 47.
Hapa ndipo.
Nashukuru sana mtazamaji na msikilizaji. Tunakuja kwako kwa sababu sisi tupo kwa sababu yako, na tutaendelea kukushikilia. Ubaki nasi na tuzidi.
So mine is to officially flag you off. Go meet people, have fun, connect with people, and make sure that Brad 47 is sound on the grassroots.
Absolutely, and the team has left the headquarters here in Nairobi. You can catch the caravan as it traverses to the western part of the country. We look forward, and they look forward to interacting with you. The head of public service and chief of staff, Felix Kosgei, has said that the government is committed to developing all areas of the country equally. Kosgei said that part of the signs of the president's commitment to ensuring that Nyanza gets its fair share of development was a recent tour of the region by Ruto and the holding of a cabinet meeting in Kisumu. He was speaking at Ndara Anglican Church in East Assembly location, Rarieda Sub-County, where he led a team of senior government officials, among them the Cabinet Secretary for ICT and the Digital Economy, Eliud Owalo, and the Principal Secretary for Interior, Raymond Omolo, in a funds drive in aid of the church.
Leo lazima tulete Nyanza. Mupende, musi, lazima muendelee hapa. Tukijenga Turkana, tukijenga wapi, lazima hapa ifanywe nini? Hiyo ni amri ya rais kwetu sisi wote. Sijui mwezi 3 months ago tulikuwa huko Uriri. Tulikuwa Uriri. Tunatembea kanisa wapi kwa sababu hakuna sehemu hata moja ile itawachwa nyuma kwa maendeleo ya serikali hii. Na hakuna njia nyingine, lazima kila mtu afanye nini? Aendelee.
Where I serve, where Raymond serve, where Felix is the head of the public service. Since independence this time around, we have gotten a government that is truly concerned about the plight of our people. A government that is interested in facilitating tangible development for the people of this region. This government is truly concerned about the plight, not just of Nyanza region, but even here in Asembo. You are aware that among those piers the president has been launching, one of them is right here in Kamito. Kamito is down here just next to the lake where we overflew. And one of those piers is located here. And once that pier is built, it's going to open up the economy of this region.
Time to get sporty now, and the men's national football team Harambee Stars head coach Engin Firat has assured Kenyans that they will put in their best efforts to register good results when they face off with Russia in their international friendly match against Russia slated for later on this evening, however urging them not to expect a dominant performance. Firat spoke during Harambee Stars' last training session ahead of the fixture, where he expressed his caution over Russia, who rank 39th in the FIFA World Rankings, stating that their main objective is to identify their mistakes and improve on them. Meanwhile, Harambee Stars captain Michael Olunga expressed their confidence over registering good results owing to their good preparations in camp.
Well, it's on the eve of the game, and the team is prepared. You know, we've had a good preparation here in Turkey. The players, the morale in the camp is quite high, and everybody is expecting a good game, you know, an interesting fixture against Russia, who are one of a good team, you know, ranked 39th in the whole world, and we are going out to compete, you know, such kind of friendly, you know, we get experience to learn a lot of things, and now in our last preparations before our World Cup qualifiers begin, I believe it's going to be a good test against the Russian team to see and gauge ourselves where we are.
I think the boys worked very hard in the camp. Yeah, this camp was also important for us next to the match that we had first time to train and to go deeper in some positions in detail work. So we have done our work, we are ready for the match, and I think even if Russia is a really top team, you saw it especially against Cameroon, how easy they win. They could even win very high in this match, so therefore we expect a really top, tough team. So, and we will try our best to make the people in Kenya proud.
The Kenya women's under-20 national team, Rising Starlets, earlier today jetted back into the country from Angola. Rising Starlets defeated Angola 4-0 in the second leg of the 2024 FIFA Under-20 Women's World Cup qualifiers to secure a 10-1 aggregate win. They will now face Cameroon in the next round of qualifiers.
Mimi nilifurahishwa kwanza kama Mkenya, because sasa mimi ni raia wa kawaida. Kama Mkenya na kwa niaba wale wa Kenya wengine, nimefurahishwa na vile hao wasichana wetu wametufanyia kwa hii World Cup qualifier game. First round walicheza last week hapa na Angola, tukawafunga Angola 6-1. Return match imefanyika kule Angola, tumewafunga 4-0. Kwa hivyo kwa jumla tumewashinda kwa 10 goals to 1 aggregate, na our ladies soccer team Rising Starlets wamequalify to the third round ambapo watakutana na Cameroon. Just a couple of weeks ago ile senior team yetu Harambee Starlets ilifunga Cameroon. So ni mzuri kuweka moral, because hawajaenda huko kujiwakilisha, wameenda huko kuwakilisha Kenya, na we are very proud vile wameweza kufunga Angola mabao 10-1. Kwa hivyo we are wishing them all the best, we will support them, na serikali pia itawasupport tuhakikishe kuwa wanaleta World Cup hapa Kenya. Naomba wakati wa game ya Cameroon fans wajitokeze kwa wingi. Tulifunga Cameroon, tutaweza kuwafunga tena hii timu yetu ya under 20. Kwa hivyo mimi ni kuwapea moral, motisha, na nitakuwa nikisimama na wao kwenda kwa mazoezi, and I'm sure pia our Honorable Minister Babu Namwamba will do his part on behalf of the government. We will just support our team.
And that story winds up news now for today. Thank you so much for your splendid company. My name is George Maringa, thanking you, of course, for watching TV47. Normal programming resumes up next in a short while, but until 9 p.m. for the Daily Report, do enjoy the rest of your viewing. I'll see you at 9 p.m.